EC 1929. The Northern War is drawing to a close. Namur has completely taken the 4 southernmost islands of Bergevin. This was partly due to the Namurites' new WZ-40L mortar tank being able to support the infantry from the other side of a small hill. The capture of Mons was used as leverage to force the Bergevin government into a peace treaty, and as a result, Namur was allowed to keep the southernmost island as compensation. After the war ended, it was unveiled to the citizens of Namur that the majority of their royal family had died in the first year due to Bergevin shore bombardment. Thus, Geralda Piast, the only surviving member of the royal family, took the throne. In Bergevin, as a result of this disastrous war being started by the monarchy, the communist faction led by Franz Stalin assassinated the king and queen of Bergevin and established their naive 10-year-old daughter as a puppet, and thus established the first communist government of Europe. Now, we transition from the Northern War to a small nation called Kortrijk in EC 1930. Kortrijk is a small nation that is surrounded by the Eastern European Imperial Alliance on 2 sides, Hazebrouck on one and the Adriatic Sea on the other. The recent wars have shown the Parliamentary Republic of Kortrijk that they need to replace their cavalry with tanks, especially since they have made new advancements in engine technology that allows for smaller radiators than was previously possible. This has not gone over well with most of the noble houses, and as a result, the only noble houses willing to modernize are the houses of Reuss, Flanders, and Meroving. These noble houses refuse to work with each other due to old feuds, and have been ordered by the president of Kortrijk to have civilian contractors design tanks for them. Otherwise, it was feared that their feud would run too hot and split the army. Let's take a look at the military contractor meeting.
A very good day to you. My name is Major Fastidio. I welcome you to the civilian briefing for private contractors. Our government has requested light tanks as a preparatory measure in the event the Empire should decide to invade. Now, the suppliers of the weapons and engines are 3 of the noble houses who refuse to work together. Due to the military being separately led by these 3 noble houses, each design entity will need to use only the weapons and engines from the house that you choose, as that particular house will be the ones using your design. These tanks will have to be stored in former horse stables, so the size restraints are quite limiting. The noble houses are the House of Reuss, the House of Flanders, and the House of Meroving. Here are your entry requirements. The maximum width, 3.5 meters. Maximum length is 3.5 meters also, kind of like a square. Max height is 3 meters, so it's not like a cube. Max weight is 15 tons. Minimum amount of fuel is 150 liters, and the minimum amount of crew will be 2. Now, your available engines will be the Reuss V2, the Flanders V4, and the Meroving V6. Your available guns, the Reuss 7.5 by 294 cannon, and the Flanders 5 by 210, and the Meroving 4.4 by 198. Now, you do have an option. You may choose to make your tank no more than 1.5 meters wide, so that 2 tanks could share 1 stable at the same time. Now, that is all I have for you. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask. That is the conclusion to this briefing.